This video is brought to you by Airalo,
where we're going to be showing you some of the best eats here in Budapest.
Oh my god.
Man, that's really good. We're Matt and Nat, and we've spent the last 3 years traveling the world as part-time, non-remote travelers.
After accomplishing our goal of visiting all 50 U.S. states in 2021, we've set out on our next big adventure to see as many of the 1,000 places to see before you die, well, before we die.
In last week's video, we were in Vienna, Austria, where we indulged in some of the city's many delicious food offerings,
took in the panoramic views from the top of the tallest church in Austria,
and experienced our first classical concert in one of the world's most iconic music halls.
This week, we're in Budapest, Hungary. It's no secret that we love international travel, but staying connected abroad comes with its challenges. For the longest time, we relied on public Wi-Fi, expensive data roaming through our home carrier, or purchasing a local SIM card once we arrived to stay connected. But thanks to today's sponsor, Airalo, we no longer have to deal with any of those less than ideal solutions.
Airalo offers eSIMs for more than 200 countries and regions, providing instant connectivity from the moment you arrive at a destination, so no more wasting valuable vacation time waiting in line at an airport to buy a physical SIM card.
And if you're unfamiliar with what an eSIM is, it's a pre-installed SIM card in your device that works like a physical SIM by identifying you as a mobile subscriber and connecting you to your telecom service provider's network. The difference is that it's built into your phone and works 100% digitally. And if that just confused you even more,
yeah, because it kind of did me, I think.
That's okay, because I don't completely understand it either. The only thing you really need to understand is that Airalo eSIM will make staying connected on your next international trip much easier and way more enjoyable.
Oh, yes. We recently got back from spending a week in Paris using Airalo eSIMs, and from navigating us to some of the city's most iconic sites to downloading tour tickets and even uploading social media posts, they worked absolutely flawlessly.
And if you want to try Airalo and stay connected on your next international trip, then scan this QR code or click the link in the description and use our code MATTNAT3 to save $3 on your first eSIM purchase.
Thank you so much to Airalo for sponsoring this video. Welcome to Budapest,
or as locals call it, Budapest.
This city has long been known for its stunning architecture, rich history, and world-famous thermal baths and spas, but many people don't realize that it also has an incredibly delicious food scene.
From hearty stews to sweet pastries, Budapest is a food lover's paradise, and we are so excited to be taking you through the heart of this beautiful city, where we're going to be showing you some of the best eats here in Budapest.
And if you want more information or details about any of the restaurants or dishes that we highlight in this video, then check out our blog, which we've linked down in the description.
Now, let's go eat.
We've come to Café Gerbeaud, where we're going to be trying our first 2 Hungarian dishes.
Now, this is a perfect opportunity to tell you guys that our ability to speak or pronounce anything Hungarian is pretty non-existent. We apologize in advance, but we're going to do our best.
We've been asking our waitress how to say everything, and she's been super kind in helping us with the language. So with that in mind, I'm going to tell you what we actually got to eat here. The first one is a little bit easier to say, but it's a Dobos Torte, which is a Hungarian sponge cake layered with chocolate buttercream and topped with caramel. The layered pastry is named after its inventor, who was a Hungarian chef named Joseph C. Dobos. And the next item, which is a little harder to say, and I had to have our waitress repeat a couple times for me, but it is a Somlói Galuska, which is a Hungarian trifle, a cake made of 3 different flavored sponge layers, pastry cream, raisins, walnuts, and rum syrup.
So let's dive in.
First up is the Dobos cake. Sponge is pretty dense, but it's very thin layers, so it's not overtaking anything. The chocolate is very rich. I did have to take this kind of hard caramelized top off of it because I couldn't cut through it. So maybe I should try a bite of the cake and then try a bite of this with it to get the full effect. The caramelized top does add a nice sweetness to balance out the richness of the chocolate, so I can definitely see why that's on there.
Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really prepared to like this as much as I do. It is absolutely delightful. The textures of the 3-layered sponge cakes, so good. They have slices of little orange and citrus. The chocolate is very rich. I am obsessed with this and I want 2 more. Oh my gosh, amazing.
I better put the camera down if I want to eat any of that.
That is very true. This isn't any good. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
Guys, those cakes were absolutely amazing. Now the Somlói Galuska was the winner for us, I believe, but you can't go wrong with either, and the perfect, delicious way to start this food tour.
Now, on to the next. From one sweet treat to the next, we've made it to a spot that is famous for its handmade strudels.
And we're gonna be trying one of the most popular ones in Budapest, and it's their sour cherry strudel. So let's go give it a try. We just put our order in. Our waiter talked us into getting 2 because he said they were small, even though we were going to share. But we ended up getting 1 just sour cherry and 1 with sour cherry and poppy seeds, which is a really popular option. I asked him how to say it. I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's Meggyes, Mákos. That is the cherry with the poppy seed.
Bravo!
It's probably way off, but I'm trying.
And you can't fault us for trying. I mean, you can, but guess what? I ain't gonna care.
So as you can see, this pastry around the strudel is paper thin, maybe even thinner actually. Strudels here in Budapest are more about the filling than they are the pastry from what I heard. The pastry is just the casing to hold all the delicious goodness. So let's give it a try. I wasn't expecting to get so much of a poppy seed flavor. It balances the sweet tartness of the cherry with a nice earthy, nutty flavor. I actually like it.
Now, if you know me, you know I love more dough than filling, so we'll see if I like the strudel. Oh wow, super tart, not super sweet, which I really like. The flavor's really good. I think you can eat a lot of these because there's not a lot of dough, but I like it. It's really good. I bet it'd be really good with ice cream.
She actually tried to get me to order a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side, but I had to remind her that we are eating all day long for this video, and I don't think adding ice cream to it would have been a great idea.
Why you gotta call me out like that? I did. I think it'd still be a great idea. Maybe not for today, but for you, when you order it, get a thing of ice cream.
I'll second that.
So I just had a bite of Matt's, which has a lot of poppy seed, so I'm sure we would fail a drug test.
So keep that in mind if you do try this one.
On to the next.
We've made it to Retro Lángos now, which is one of the most popular Lángos restaurants in the entire city.
And if you don't know what Lángos is, it is essentially fried dough topped with either savory or sweet toppings.
Let's go give it a try. Decided to go with the most original flavor, which is sour cream and cheese, and we got it with the garlic sauce as well. Of course, you can get tons of different toppings, but we decided to go with the more traditional route since this is our first time ever having it.
You're supposed to use a fork.
I've seen a lot of people just picking up and eating it.
Okay, you can pick it up and eat it.
I don't know what the correct way to eat this would be, with silverware or without. I've seen both happening, so I'm gonna go with the without option. That's very nice. The dough isn't overpowering in flavor at all. It's super airy and light. They were not shy with their toppings at all. There is a ton of sour cream and cheese on there. I mean, it is absolutely delicious. Then that nice sharpness of the garlic coming through. I'm a fan for sure. It's like everything that a sour cream and onion chip wants to be on a flatbread.
I love that we got the garlic sauce because that really adds a lot to it. The sour cream and cheese, the cheese is phenomenal. The dough is fried to perfection. I love this a lot. I would literally come here probably every day and just get different toppings. So, big fan.
And the dough is a nice balance between like crispy and chewy, because you do get some bits that are crispy, some that are soft and pillowy, others that have a little bit of pull to them. I love it.
It kind of reminds me of funnel cake dough.
Have you ever had a elephant ear?
No, what's that?
So an elephant ear is kind of like a funnel cake, but it's one big piece of dough, and that's what this reminds me of. It's like an elephant ear, but a savory elephant ear.
I love it a lot. But that garlic sauce, I think, is going to be sticking with me for the rest of the day. So for all of those people who hate on me for chewing gum, I have to. It's for the Hungarian people, okay? And for Matt.
So I think it's safe to say that Lángos is one of our favorite things that we've had today, but we are not done yet. So let's go try one of the most famous cakes in all of Hungary.
The chimney cake, which is traditionally called this, is the official dessert of Hungary.
It gets its name from its hollow cylindrical shape, and we're excited to try them for the first time ever.
I got the almond one.
And I went with the more traditional or original flavor, which is the cinnamon sugar.
What I love about these is they're like little spirals, so you don't have to eat like the whole thing, you can just take like little bites.
So these are made by taking strips of dough, wrapping them around like a spindle, and then putting them in an oven or over charcoal and flame I've seen done as well. And that's how they cook these and make these delicious cakes. So,
all right, let's dive in. Whoa. They put sugar on this one, so there's a nice glaze of sugar.
To make the almonds stick.
To make the almonds stick, so it's crunchy, which is what I love.
I love that the outside, which is exposed to the heat when it's cooking, has a nice crisp to it, but then the inside that is wrapped around that spindle just gets baked, but no crisp to it. It is like so soft and pillowy and delicious. Oh yeah. I love this cinnamon and sugar combo too. Honestly, I'm liking these even more than I expected to.
Me too. There's nothing better than cinnamon sugar. I have cinnamon sugar toast at home. Oh my god. I can see why this is the official dessert in Hungary.
And they're so unique.
And they come with a to-go container. You just go like this. Use that.
That's true.
And you whip it. Let's go.
Now you can get these filled with ice cream and all sorts of toppings and such, but I've heard that it's not necessarily the way to go, especially if you're trying to do a traditional spit cake or traditional chimney cake.
But listen, you do you. If you want ice cream in the middle of your chimney cake, go for it.
I do think it would overtake the chimney cake flavor, and it would just be about the ice cream then. I would recommend getting the chimney cake maybe by itself first, then maybe after that, if you want to add ice cream, you know, that's your decision.
That's between you and your waistline. All right, so now we're gonna sit here, people watch, and eat our chimney cakes. And now we're gonna try and walk off some of those calories.
We're gonna have to do a lot of walking.
And we'd love to show you a little bit of Budapest in the meantime. If you guys have enjoyed this video as much as we've enjoyed making it, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up.
And as you heard in the intro of this video, we're on a journey to see as many of the 1,000 places to see before you die as we can in our lifetime, places like Budapest. So if you're interested in joining in on that journey, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos.
gosh, I absolutely love going to local grocery stores. You really find out a lot about the culture in a grocery store.
Oh yeah, and we heard that we had to try these little things right here, which are like chocolate covered cheese curds. They have lots of flavors, which Natalie got. She got it's like a hazelnut chocolate one.
I wanted strawberry, but they were out. So
I think I got the original, which is just like the butter, cream, and curd, whatever, all covered in chocolate. I think I got milk chocolate. You can also get dark chocolate. Let's give these a go.
I got it.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out.
Is it dark chocolate?
It looks like it.
Oh, not a huge dark chocolate fan, but. Oh, that's delicious. Why would people think that was weird?
Man, that's really good. Dang.
Wow.
I did read online that when Hungarians like move away from Hungary, that worse than the being homesick is missing eating these.
Really? I can see why. They're so good. Mine has a little chocolate center in there.
That's
Try
really
mine.
good.
And I'm not a dark chocolate fan. This is delicious. Oh, yours has more of like a tang.
I did not expect to like these this much.
Same.
All right, let's go finish our pre-dinner dessert.
So the best part about this stop is that our dinner location is literally right there. So let's go eat some dinner. When you're here in Hungary, you have to try Palinka. Palinka is a brandy that's distilled from pretty much any kind of fruit. The most populars are plum, apricot, pear, and peach, and I got the pear, and I'm so excited. I asked our waitress, do you drink Palinka before your meal or after your meal? And she pretty much said anytime. If you drink it before your meal, it helps you with your appetite, and if you drink it after your meal, it helps settle your stomach. So I don't think that there's a wrong time to drink Palinka. Ooh. That thing is strong. Also, it's warm. For some reason, I'm just used to like on ice or chilled. It's definitely not. It actually is a lot smoother than I feel like the alcohol proof and content. Matt just said that Palinka is usually like a 40% alcohol, which I wish he would have told me before I drank it. And it's just a hint of pear. It's very nice. I think I'd like it on ice, but don't tell anyone.
Oh yeah, it smells strong, that's for sure. But it does have a nice fruit smell to it as well. It's very strong, and it's not warm, it's room temperature. The heat comes from the 40% alcohol. That's where the heat comes from.
You're not wrong, you're not wrong.
But it's a nice flavor. It is very strong, so be prepared for that. That's why they serve it in such small glasses.
And Matt got a local beer.
Well, it's a Hungarian beer. It is from Dreher Brewery. It's their Pilsner. From what I understand, Dreher is actually like one of the biggest Hungarian breweries. Oh yeah, that's super easy to drink, but still nice, plenty of flavor to it. It's not like a watered down flavor, but very easy to drink. You'll like this one.
I want to apologize in advance for the awful lighting. Just keep that in mind. The food actually looks really, really good. You guys know here in Hungary, a staple is their goulash. Paprika anything here in Hungary is a thing. It's more of a soup than it is a stew. It's hot. Hold on, let me just do a little bit of soup. Oh my gosh. The amount of flavor that they put into a soup is amazing. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to soak up every little bit of this soup with this bread.
So I went with another staple in Hungarian cuisine, which is the chicken paprikash or paprika chicken. As Natalie said, paprika is a huge part of so many dishes in Hungary, and obviously it's a huge part of the paprika chicken dish. It is made up of obviously chicken that's been simmered in a sauce and then covered in a paprika sauce. I don't know what all's in it. Also handmade dumplings on the side. That is so freaking good. There's such a creaminess in that sauce. The paprika flavor, unlike anything I've ever had, it is just absolutely delicious. The chicken is simmered and cooked to perfection, and these homemade dumplings are absolutely incredible. I'm in heaven. All right, shout out to our amazing waitress, Victoria, who's been serving us here at dinner tonight. And after we finished dinner, she asked if we had tried the other national drink here in Hungary, which is called Unicum. She said it's more of an herby type drink. She compared it to Jägermeister, but in her opinion, it was worse, but you had to try it when you're in Hungary. So here we are. Oh yeah, definitely smells herby. I've never had anything like this in my life.
Are you crying?
I don't even know how to explain it. It tastes like I'm drinking leaves and medicine and essential oils and perfumes all at one time. Here's to Unicum and our awesome waitress, Victoria.
Oh. Good. I don't know if I've ever tasted anything that pungent before. It like really punches you in the back of the throat. You definitely have to try it just for the experience. So if you could not tell by our reaction to the food, the meal, not the last drink there, it was honestly so amazing. Way better than any of our expectations. And that was seriously the best way to end this food tour.
And remember to check out our blog if you want any more information or details about any of the food we ate today or any of the restaurants that we ate at. We've linked that down in the description. But that's going to do it for this video, and we'll see you next week in another Budapest adventure. Oh, I'm saying
You
the
start.
first part. Okay.
Of course he wants to do 2 takes.
Natalie likes to do 1 takes and then gets in the editing process and says, please tell me we did another one. Please tell me we did another one. That was the only one we did. Am I wrong? Huh?
That was me telling you you were right. Really, Matt?
Yep. Really. What about this one?
No.
All right.
Unicum in German is unique. So, fun fact.
Sweating a little bit.
Oh, there's a big truck coming. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
We just took a nap.
I could keep sleeping.
Like a 15-minute nap because we've been eating so much and now we're off to dinner.
To eat more.
I don't know why they call this place Hungary because I don't know how you could be hungry here.
She's been waiting all day to say that joke.